take you on a picnic in the park. I wanna find you under the blankets in the dark. I wanna hold your hand as we walk through town. And I wanna steal kisses from you when no one's around. And I wanna feel you like the wind on my skin. And I'm not gonna like the things you do now and then, but I'm gonna love you over and over again. I wanna get lost in your eyes. I wanna lay here and lose track of time. And I wanna know you like the back of my hand. And I wanna hold you like I never will again. And I wanna feel you like the wind on my skin. And I'm not gonna like the things you do now and then, but I'm gonna love you over and over again. Over again.
All right, all right. Hey, how you doing, Mike?
I'm doing all right, Jay.
Wonderful.
How you doing,
Welcome
man?
to Crescent City Gumbo Studios. My budget set up that we get a lot of stuff done. So, everybody, welcome to Crescent City Gumbo Studios. This is What's Cooking, and we have an amazing show for you tonight. We have Michael Aaron, a.k.a. Michael Williams, but Michael
Yes.
Aaron's a stage name,
Yes.
which I messed up on the invites and everything. I apologize. So, Michael, I'm so stoked to have you in because I have worked with you before.
Yeah, definitely.
And you very professional musician, very
Thank you.
talented, wonderful vocals, great on the guitar.
Appreciate it.
No,
Appreciate it.
we appreciate it. We're here because you're here, because everybody likes to be entertained, right?
Yeah.
And that's what this is about. We get a nice guy like this, big smile. He's always smiling, so happy, and that adds to the show. So that makes it so
Definitely,
much
yeah.
better and easier to go see a show if somebody they enjoy what they're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
So Michael,
Yes.
welcome. I can't say that enough. So, how are you today, man?
I'm doing well.
You doing well?
Yeah, hanging in there.
Hanging in there?
You know.
Are you busy? I mean, you're working a lot.
Extremely busy. You
Extremely.
know, I mean, I teach second grade, play music, build stuff on the side, so it's always busy. I got a little girl, so whenever I have her on my days that I have her, I'm just always going.
Absolutely, you have to stay busy with those kids because
Yeah.
my kid is right here drawing with us, which almost everybody out there has met before. She's been on a few shows, and I would love to have your daughter come in and they could hang out. And we could,
Definitely.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
fun, man. So as far as the stuff that you build on the side,
Yeah.
do you sell any of that stuff, or is it?
Yeah, actually, it kind of started building on my own. I built an entertainment center and posted a picture of it. And people started, can you build this? Can you build that? And so it just kind of was something where I never even really promoted anything. I just took pictures of it. And it ended up where people would message me, can you build this for me? And it's like, yeah, so I make a little bit of money on the side doing that too.
Well, you know what? You're getting promoted right now
Yeah, I
because
see
the
that.
furniture he builds is very, very nice stuff, and you can see some pictures of it on his Facebook page at what?
Michael Williams.
Michael
It's
Williams, of
Williams,
course.
yeah.
Michael Williams.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so confused. All right, but it's actually beautiful work, and my wife was actually thinking about asking you to, I'm just
Oh,
saying,
man.
but we'll talk about that
We'll
later.
see, we'll see.
Because you're so busy.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
exactly.
Especially come and hang out with us, it takes away from your time. So,
Yeah.
man, it's such a privilege to have you here. Anyway, how about your music? Are you in multiple bands or?
Not multiple bands. You know, I play in one band, the Strays. We're a cover band. Actually, you got a guy on, Scotty Elstrott, the other day. He's our electric guitar player. Play with Ashton Lee, he's our drummer, and Rick Valadares, our bass player. We play a lot of cover. We basically play all covers, but we cover all the years and all the genres you can think of, from playing Led Zeppelin and the Beatles to jumping into Bruno Mars and Maroon 5. We cover all the decades and all that stuff. But I'm trying to get back into the acoustic scene, writing music and playing songs that I like to play on acoustic and stuff like that, yeah.
Well, we want to hear more of that, that's for sure. But the Strays are a great band. My wife and I, we see them many times. You know, you've heard me say this with every other guest on here. I've worked with them. I've run sound for these guys. I got to hang out with them and actually got up and sang one time. And Michael was looking at me like, what are you doing, man? So that was a fun time, a lot of fun. So I get around and I get to hang out with some wonderful musicians, artists, performers out there. And that's what Crescent City Gumbo is founded on, helping those guys get the word out and build their audience. And of course, while we're building their audience, we're building our audience too as well. We hit 1,212 followers today. Nice. I keep getting it confused with all the other social medias, but on Facebook, 1,212 followers. Man, nice. Everything's growing fast. Everything's expanding. We have a streaming service coming up that I've mentioned before, and I'd really love to get some of that, some of your music on there.
I'd love to be on there.
Even the Strays, man. We'll get the Strays to come jam. We can have a record.
That'd be great.
All right, that song that you just played. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that. What's the title?
The title of the song is called Under the Blankets. And I actually wrote it. I know. I wrote it in college, which is basically when I did a lot of writing music and stuff like that. But actually, really cool story about that song was a while back. There used to be this competition called CMT Music City Madness, and you used to submit a video of your original music. Well, that song actually it was one of the 64 songs that got chosen to be in the competition. And it went on, it was like a bracket, like a playoff bracket, and people had to vote for your song. So I actually got voted into the second round. Like I got out of the first round. So I got to go on ABC 26 News with the song and all that stuff. So it's a really, I thought it was a decent song, and, it was something that was pretty cool. I guess people enjoyed it.
Decent. I think you're barely scratching the surface calling it decent. Oh. I know we're our own worst critics, but I had never heard that song, and it's like, wow, I think I've only heard 2, maybe 3 of your originals, and I don't think I've heard that one. No. Because when they play at Gattuso's, every now and then they'll throw out an original, and I love the original. The cover bands are great. Yeah. You get to go hear your favorite songs, the most played songs. But original bands, I mean, there's something about that, because you see more of their heart and soul getting thrown into it because it's theirs. Yeah. Or cover music, you can throw your heart and soul into it, but it's never really your music, even if you put your own twist to it. It's not really yours. Somebody else came up with the idea. That song, to me, I'm very, very enthralled by. I was very impressed. I was listening, and I can't wait to get that up on our streaming service. Awesome. Yeah. So let's see now. With your acoustic side and what you're doing by yourself right now, would you like to pursue that or push it or get into something bigger?
When I was younger, I really did. I kind of pursued it in college. I went into a studio with a guy, and he recorded some songs. He supposedly went to a record company, and they were interested, but things just didn't work out. But as I got a little bit into it, I really just kind of more wanted to be a lyricist. I didn't want to be on the stage and stuff like that, and just wasn't something I wasn't too interested in, being the big time entertainer. I wanted to more just write. And
I'm not okay with that. You need to be on stage. Oh, your stage presence is amazing. You're very charismatic.
That was learned. That was extremely learned.
It takes time.
Because I used to sit on a stool like this or stand with my eyes closed and played. And with the cover band, I've been with my cover band for 10 years now. It was basically watching a lot of Freddie Mercury and the Cult, learning how to have a stage presence and just cut up on there and not care. And Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. Like,
you don't dance like Ian, what's his name from the Cult?
No, I don't. Bruno, I'll have to watch Bruno Mars for those things.
Now, you want to talk about a front man. What's his name? Ian from the Cult?
I don't know. I just watched the videos, and I was like, man, that guy cuts up.
Oh, and he looks like he's having fun. Yeah. And that's what it's all about, getting out there and having a good time. And you know what? We're having a good time right now, but You got another song for us,
Yeah, I
Mr.
can
Michael?
definitely do another song.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
All right. So this song's it's called Make Believe. If I were your dream, boy, I'd be with you every single night. If I was allowed, then I'll take you on a magic carpet ride. If I was Peter Pan, you could be my wing shadow, so you could always be with me. Hey, hey, hey. This ain't no fantasy, so stop playing your make-believe and open up your eyes and see the man I am and the man I could be. If I could see your thoughts, I would paint you a picture. If I could hear your silence, I would speak your sweet lecture. If I could touch your dreams, I would move with the movement. If I could hold your feelings, I would stay with them. You did. This ain't no fantasy, so stop playing your make-believe and open up your eyes and see the man I am and the man I could be.
All right, Mike. That was amazing, dude. All right, what's the title of that song?
It's called Make Believe.
Make
Yeah,
Believe.
no,
You
it's called
already
Make
said
Believe.
that, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Well, wonderful, dude. Another phenomenal song, man.
Thank you.
And you write all this yourself?
Yes.
Chord progressions, vocals.
Chord progressions, vocals, yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's good stuff, dude. Hey, if y'all like that, leave some messages in the comments, man. Because we're gonna try to talk him into getting out there and performing this stuff more often. Maybe get him into a couple little restaurants or something,
Yeah.
get his feet wet, and then get him up on a big stage, opening for
Yeah.
some national acts
Oh,
like Hootie.
Hootie's the man.
Hootie's.
Hootie,
And,
Hootie's the man. Yeah,
Hootie is the
yeah.
man. What you doing, Kate?
I don't know what.
Go back.
I think there's something.
Go back. Go sit down. Our mascot's trying to get in the shot. And, well, man, that was wonderful. All right. So, do you teach lessons by any chance? Or have you
No, I kind of helped my cousin kind of start learning some stuff, but I never really taught lessons. I was self-taught.
Nice.
Basically, actually, the way I started learning was I actually started writing poetry in middle school.
Beautiful.
I used to stay up late practicing to be a rock star. Watch, and actually, I don't know how, but we got Def Jam poetry by Russell Simmons. And I used to stay up watching the poets, and I was like, man, the way those guys express themselves is amazing. So I started writing poetry, and then when I was a junior in high school, I had some friends who played guitar, and I was like, hey, I want to try a guitar. My dad's like, okay, I'll buy you a Walmart guitar. And if you keep playing it, I'll buy you a better one. So my mom taught me a G chord and a basic strum. So I used to sit going down, down, up, down, up, and with a G chord until I started picking up songs and learning different chords and stuff like that, my favorite songs, and then started writing stuff.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what influences? Who are your biggest influences?
Biggest influences. So when I was really young, like elementary school, I listened to It's kind of crazy, but Elvis Presley,
Okay.
Boyz II Men, and Whitney Houston. That's who I listened to growing up. But when I got into high school, it was more like the Dave Matthews Band and John Mayer, those guys. And as I got older and more into music, my cousin introduced me to some really cool artists, Matthew Mayfield and Matt Nathanson. Not really big name guys, Butch Walker, just guys. They had a couple big songs, but they were kind of more low key, played their music, kind of acoustic guys and stuff like that. But yeah, those are the guys that really, when I started writing, those were the people that influenced me in the style that I play. And Hootie and the Blowfish, of course.
We gotta love Hootie.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it seems like they've all had a pretty big influence on you. You have a good sound. I mean, it's. I'm not real familiar with a whole bunch of different original artist sounds. Like all we hear is like the mainstream stuff, but it sounds pretty original to me.
Thank you.
Like you have, I can hear some Dave Matthews and some Hootie and stuff, but it's all new to me, and it sounds amazing. I think.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, now here's a kind of a question for you that a lot of people, I don't know. I get some good answers from this, but all right, guilty pleasure genre, like something that you don't play but you love to listen to. Like if you were like some kind of like death metal or something.
No.
I'm just saying that was just an example.
It's death metal kind of hurts my voice.
Well, not singing.
I know, but even listening to it hurts my voice. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, guilty pleasure.
Okay, here we go. I think Selena Gomez is one of the greatest artists ever.
Oh! You heard it here first, folks.
Selena Gomez, man, I just love her. I don't know what it is, but I love her music. I think it's just catchy stuff, and I just think it's funny. It's funny because if her song comes on and it can't keep my hands to myself, like I'm jamming out, I'm rocking out.
That's a Crescent City Gumbo exclusive right there. We heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen. Selena Gomez. What do you know, man? That's good stuff. There's so many good artists out there, and for so many good reasons, and for so many different genres. Like, there's a lot of genres that, I say a lot, there's a couple of genres that I'm really not into, but I really appreciate what some of the artists can do. Like,
exactly.
I'm not a country fan.
Yeah.
But, I've said this before, I'm going to keep saying it, Christian Surpass. Mm-hmm. You know who Christian Surpass is? I could listen to Christian Surpass in Ghost Town anytime, anywhere, for any period of time. Because, for one thing, they're very professional to work with. And, of course, I did run sound for them. I was on stage doing monitors, actually. Very professional, very nice guys, really easy to work with, and they're so super talented, and they just mesh well. They click on stage, and they communicate with each other. Gotcha. And that's one thing that a lot of bands out there are missing. A lot of young bands, a lot of bands, even that you've been out there for a long time. You'll get more people come see you if you interact with each other. If you smile and you joke around and you're having fun and you're doing some, it's like, come on, Mike, let's get into that, stuff like that. And it shows. Favorite venue to play?
Ooh, favorite venue.
I'm not trying to step on any toes.
The most amazing venue we ever played was probably was House of Blues. We played a wedding.
Nice.
At the House of Blues. Is it the tap room, the one that's upstairs, or really narrow? I don't know, but that was just one of the coolest places to play. Probably one of my favorites is Tin Lizzy's out in Springfield. The people just come out, and when they come out, they have a good time no matter what, and they're cutting up with you and just love singing and dancing and stuff like that. And actually, what used to be a really cool place to play was the Spillway Bar. When the Spillway Bar was there, man, you started at 9, 10 o'clock, they were rocking at 9 and 10 o'clock. They didn't care. Like, it was, let's go, let's party.
Spillway Bar, man. That's a Norco tradition, Norco pillar of the community. I was like, I could walk home if I had to.
Yeah.
Because we live close enough to, it's great, man. And we've come close to doing that one time. But thank goodness, a very big, strong friend of mine who is actually a guitarist and vocalist threw me over his shoulder and carried me back to the bar.
There you go.
Karen, don't make fun. That was the night she blew out 2 tires on the car, so we can kind of go back. Oh, yeah. It was. She wasn't drinking, though, yet. Anyway. All right. Any advice you can give a young and upcoming guitar player, singer, a musician of any kind?
Stick with it. There's a lot of things that can happen where you're going to hear people maybe say, "Oh, you're not that good," or you could do this to your voice, or do this and change. And really, honestly, just be you. be original to yourself and stick with it through all of it. There's going to be ups and downs.
Absolutely.
It's part of life. It's part of music. There's going to be ups and downs. I mean, writing, I haven't written in forever, and I'm picking back up the acoustic and stuff like that. And actually, I got a really good friend that's kind of hooked me up with, I'm probably going to be playing an acoustic show at that bar in Luling. So, so just stick with it, keep going, and you have down moments, it's going to happen. Just keep playing.
All right.
And keep listening to music and keep just enjoying it.
All right. And when you get to your down moments, what do you focus on, or what can you get in your mind, or get your heart set on to help you get through that? What's your motivators?
What's my motivators? Well, my daughter's one of them, big time.
She's adorable too.
Thank you. She is. She's amazing. She's my little rock star. But my daughter, and just realizing that there are people out there that have it a lot worse than I do.
Well, that's a good one. Absolutely.
Like, there are so many worse things that could be happening to me in my life that it's just like, you know what? So what, I can't write a song. So what, I'm down because of this. Like, there's somebody out there right now that's got it a lot worse.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how about your parents? Were they big...
My parents.
Which I've met as parents.
Yes.
Very nice people. Love them to death. Hilarious.
Huge supporters. Always have been since I started choir in 4th grade. Started playing saxophone in fifth grade. Yeah. That was something that I picked up, and I just picked it up and started playing, and was in a jazz band at 5th grade. Sharing solos with the 8th grader in jazz band, and they've always been so supportive to where when I was good at something, like. They went and bought me a saxophone so I could have my own saxophone. Now, years later, I was kind of a young kid and traded in the saxophone, which I never should have did. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Mom, about that. But they are extremely supportive. They are basically at every single show. Indeed. Every single show. They're there. So they're there for the load in because they drive me.
Nice.
So they're there. If I got a 10 o'clock gig, they're on the road with me 7 o'clock, driving me there at 8 o'clock, helping me get set up. They stay there till it's over, and they helping the band break down and stuff like that. So yeah,
wonderful. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just like another group that we had on with you, the same. It's going in the same direction. Be nice to your parents.
Yes.
Because they will take care of you and they will support you. They will always love you, no matter how mean or how bad you are to them. But if you're nice to them, they'll help you a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
All right. Well, Michael, this has been a blast, dude. I tell you what. How about we do one more song here?
That's fine. Yeah.
And then we let all these wonderful people that have been tuning in. We got a good bit of people been watching.
Awesome.
Let these wonderful people have a good night. And man, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. It's absolutely wonderful, man.
I appreciate you.
We're gonna push this guy. Everybody, come on, help me out, help him out. Let's get behind him and help him, push him a little bit more, because phenomenal. He needs to be out there. More people need to hear him. So let's get him going. All right. So it's been a wonderful evening here at Crescent City Gumbo Studios with Michael. My daughter Kate's over there. Everybody watching, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much for the support. We're up to like 1,212 followers. I mean, we're getting there. It's going quick. We got our streaming service coming out real soon. We're going to call it Streaming Hot Gumbo. If you have a band or if you have your own music, or I'm going for marching bands too. If anybody out there has any kind of music that they have on MP3 or can put it on MP3, send it to me, because we're going to promote every artist and composer. If you're out there, you composing music, which some of my son's friends are, and I've been trying to hit them up to send me some, and hopefully we get some real soon. We're beta testing the software within I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but the more music we have, the quicker it's going to be. If you send us any music and we get you some images up there, we'll put you on, we'll set you up an account so you can go on and listen and see what's happening, and let us know how we can improve the software. If there's anything else you want to see, like a genre or a composer or anything, any other kind of button we can put on there.
Awesome.
Advertisers, we're going to be looking for advertisers. If you're interested, hit us up. So, not appetizers, sweetheart. Advertisers. She likes food. We had pizza a little while ago, so excuse me. It's been wonderful. Man, I got that crud going around. I've been having it for a long time, and it's just not going away. Anyway, if you're out tonight, have a good time. Go out, tell everybody hello. Go support local artists, support local talent. And as always, if you go somewhere and you see in a show, tell them Crescent City Gumbo sent you. They probably won't know what you're talking about, but we're going to get there one day where people are going to be like, oh, yeah, thanks, man, that's great. Kind of hoping that happens pretty soon because we've been working really hard. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's making money for this. But this is just a place for artists, for musicians, for talented people to come over here, help entertain through Facebook, help entertain through other avenues to get your name out there and gather some support. So with that, let's leave it to Mr. Mike to serenade us out, I guess.
Awesome.
Whatever,
All
man.
right,
Throw it down.
let's do
I was
this.
going to ask him, try to get some inside
What?
scoop, but no, I'm not going to ask.
What's the inside scoop?
I was going to say, like, are you going to play a fun song, an upbeat song? No, don't tell me. Let's let it be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise.
No, well, I'll give them the name of this one. It's called Means the World to Me.
Means the world to me. And speaking of meaning the world to you, if you drive and don't drink, if you drink and don't drive, and take care of your designated drivers because they are taking care of you because you mean the world to somebody. So y'all have a wonderful evening.
I'm just another one of those guys looking for cover, but these words show my love, and I sing them to the heavens up above. Well, I may not be who they, and I'm not Hank Williams, but I'll tell you what it means, the same damn thing to me. And I'm as free as a bird, I sail with arms wide open. I'll tell you what it means, the whole damn world to me. Well, I don't sing just because I can. It makes me feel like this man who can stand up and fight for what I believe is right. Well, I may not be who they, and I'm not Hank Williams, but I'll tell you what it means, the same damn thing to me. And I'm as free as a bird, I stand with arms wide open, to tell you what it means, the whole damn world to me. Yeah. Well, I may not be who they, no, I'm not Hank Williams. Well, I'm as free as a bird, I stand with arms wide open and tell you what it means, the whole damn world to me.
All right, this is where we would be rolling the credits. Thank you so much, Michael. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
And we'd like to send out a couple of very special thank yous to All Pro Productions, to Sometimes I Swear for providing some of the microphones, and to Amorous. Those guys at Amorous have been putting together the software to run our streaming service. So, Michael, it's been a pleasure, man.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
This has been What's Been Cooking. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.